And good evening. Hope you are doing well on this Monday, June 17th. I want to wish my youngest a happy belated birthday on here. As you know, I am live every Monday with a market update with counties and or local places. This month we've done Wilmington, we've done New Hanover County. Tonight we're going to be doing Brunswick County, but her birthday was yesterday on Father's Day, so we had a good time celebrating and eating lots of cake. Yum yum. Anyway, as always, feel free to comment. I have my system up where I am able to look and see if you do have a question about what we put up. And just a reminder, we put this information up so that you are the smartest person in the room whenever it comes to real estate. Because for my friends, families, neighbors, and clients, I always want to make sure that you are informed and you know what's going on. So, with that said, ready, set, go. 1,706 listings, which is an average of 49% increase since last year. That's right, a pretty big increase from last year. Now, it is down 6% from last month, but still not a big deal because buyers are still seeing that they have a greater choice that's going on here in Brunswick County. Now, we're at 63 days on the market, which is actually up, which is the trend that we've been seeing since the last couple years. Again, during COVID and everything, you put a house on the market, it was gone 5 minutes later, but now we are seeing things sit. In fact, that's actually up from 53 days, so about a 21% increase. Not horrible, not huge, and again, just a friendly reminder, what we look at is from 0 to 6 months is considered a seller's market, and anything above 6 months is considered a buyer's market. So we are still very much in a seller's market, but we are getting back to a normal time frame where houses, sit. People are checking them out. They're not just buying sight unseen. And as you've always heard from me, that is a good thing. Sellers might not think so, but the market does. Even though we're seeing, different things with, mortgage rates and everything along those lines. But at the end of the day, we're not horrible just over 2 months. Now, I want to say that from a standpoint of, I went and looked at a property today for some out-of-town clients and did some video chatting, given the information and everything. Beautiful home over in Compass Point, one of the great places in Leland, which is in Brunswick County. And the price that's come down, I felt like they were overpriced. I think the price that they're at right now, looks like it hits right on with everything. But nice home there. But it's been sitting on the market for a while, and I'm sure it's one of those that they probably thought that was just gonna go just like that. But whenever I was doing my market analysis for it, I noticed that there was one home that sold in 4 days, kind of giving the remnants of, hey, this is just what happened. And all this is information that's happened within the last year, as we've seen things slow down over the last 2 years. But then there was another home that had been on the market for much longer. In fact, even past the 63 days that we were seeing. Because again, what we're seeing is the average of everything. But speaking of average, let's go ahead and talk about the median list price. What we are seeing listing wise is around $425,000, which is up from last month. Good thing, about $12,000. It was $413,000. And actually, it was also up from last year by about $5,000, which was putting it at $418,000. So we're seeing things go up and up, which isn't a bad thing. And again, remember, this is the averages, okay? So let's go ahead and hit the sales price. We always see the sales price usually on the lower side of things because, again, people are trying to get top dollar. They're listing a little bit above, and, things might be wrong with the house that they didn't know about and or XYZ. There's so many different reasons, but more times than not, you can see a 2 to 10% price drop in the listing price. But what we saw with the sell price is everything was around $381,000. Not terrible, from the $425 listing down to the $381, about a $40,000 difference. But last month, it was actually up to $392. So from last month to this month, what we were seeing is the price come down a little bit. About $10,000. Again, nothing to go crazy about. It might just be more people are wanting to buy stuff on the cheaper side. They might not be buying at the beaches this month, with beach homes, probably flooding the market, trying to go, all right, it's beach time. People want to buy. Let's put our house on the market, and trying to get top dollar. Like I said, with some of the listing prices and whatnot, some people might be looking to buy inland or Leland or, Bolivia, anyways, instead of out on Oak Island or Ocean Isle or Sunset Beach or anything along those lines. But from last year, it was up about $7,000. Last year was at 374. So again, overall, it's one of those where it's not a horrible thing. Okay, so we'll check. No questions or comments, but again, like I said, I do this live every Monday night. So feel free, if you ever have any questions with the information, please let me know. So let's go ahead and talk about units sold. Let's actually look at some final numbers of where things are sitting at. So 559 homes were actually sold in the Brunswick County. That's up from last month. Last month was only 529, so about a 5% increase. So yay, we're still moving forward on stuff like that. But last year was 582, so about a 3% decrease. So again, there's the give and take that's happening right now, to where the seller's not winning on every single parameter that we have, but neither is the buyer. Where the seller, is getting more money than they did from the year before, which again, we always want to say that, if you're putting money into a home, you want to see an increase